Rick Dollar with NetRadioDogs.com, and we are live at the second annual James Wimmer Festival in Bristol, Virginia. Man, I don't know about you.
You know what? Things are a sight smaller than they used to be.
Oh, man.
You reckon I can fit all me in there?
Are you trying to look in that
no.
thing, Brian? I am. That's what I was.
Oh, my God.
catches
Here
you
we
out.
go. Now you know what I have to deal with these things.
They do realize I'm pretty big boy. They might need to move that back a little.
Powered by Cabela's for 2016. Keep that in mind, okay? When we see you out and about this year. Man, I know you probably don't know either one of these guys, but Dave Adkins and Larry Cordle. Boy, everybody's propping for Dave there, buddy.
Hey, man.
I'm on your team, too.
Thank you.
I got a song on it, you know. I have to.
You better get out here and make your car payment there. Well, guys, have y'all been collaborating or something? Looks like you're doing something together.
Well, we have been. You know, we ain't got enough time to do what we'd like to do.
Yeah, I understand.
We've been working on this Hatfield McCoy thing. We got one of them wrote, and
That's good.
hopefully we can get 5 or 6 more. We're going to try to do this
Man,
little
that'd be
project.
awesome.
Dave can tell you they're going to do a really nice thing for us up there in Kentucky.
Yeah, we wrote a Hatfield and McCoy song about the whole event from start to finish.
Okay.
That was based on a play that the state of Kentucky had written through the Artist Paper Theater called Blood Song.
Right.
And we wrote that based on the story and the true facts that the Kentucky has put in their House of Representatives for the story.
Right.
And this summer, we're going to be archived, Larry Cordle and Dave Adkins, as an historic piece to the Hatfield and McCoy story. So we're awfully proud of that. We're really proud.
I have to say this, y'all are old enough.
Wait a minute, I'm offended, ain't I?
Y'all did that to me. Well, man, I'm glad to hear. That's great that you get to collaborate together. Because I'm telling you, a lot of times I hear guys and they're saying, "Man, I'd like to write a song with Larry Cordle, or I'd like to, do something with Cord." And
Well,
you're just a very fortunate young man.
I am a very blessed young. And it wasn't that. It didn't take all that long. 5 years.
Come on, man.
Oh my God.
I grew up, and I can say this because he's sitting here, but he's I love him. He's family,
Yeah, he's a good man.
but that ain't something that happens overnight. You play these old festivals day in and day out, and you're wore out, and you see a lot of the same folks, and
That's right.
a lot of times you just hit it off with somebody, and
That's right.
and
So true.
we become good friends, and then Larry gave me a chance, and it went horribly wrong, and we didn't write nothing. And I said, "I guess you give up." And he goes, "No, I'm gonna give you another chance." And then,
Nobody can give up on you, Dave.
bless your old heart. I hope Trina, did you hear that? But no,
I didn't
it's
say
been a blessing.
about his marriage or anything. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
It's been a blessing. Larry's my hero and one of my
Y'all
best
are great,
friends.
man. You're two of my favorite people in the world.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.
That's mighty nice of you.
Ever since I met Cord at the station that night in Nashville, man, he's just a grade A class act. Man,
That new Monday thing is killer.
Well, this guy is just so talented as far as
Oh,
writing
man,
songs. I'm serious. You probably write them in your sleep.
No, I know,
Yeah.
Rick. You don't get that every day.
Yeah, well, but you do a good job on what you do.
Well,
out
we
there, I'll
work
tell you
hard
that.
on it. I want to get it right.
Right.
You just can't every day.
Yeah, that's true.
But I try my best. And if you've got an idea you really like,
Yeah.
and you're
That's
trying to do the right thing, and good Lord will give it to you.
That's,
you
I tell
just
you.
have to.
I mean, every time I pick a phone up and call, I ain't called him in a while because I've just been slammed busy. But when you pick a phone up and call him, every time he's the same guy. He's not
Hey, I tell
having
you-
a bad day or having a good day. He's always the same
Oh, I
guy.
have some bad ones. You can ask my wife.
Well, that's between you and her.
He has bad days all the time. Hey, I'll tell you a good songwriting tale. Buddy Cannon told me yesterday.
Okay.
Me and Larry Shell was working with him. He said him and Vern Gosden and Hank Cochran was working together. And he said, I won't tell you.
He's name dropping now.
About the shape things. Well, I mean, that did people.
I know.
That bugged me. I didn't know none of them real well. And he said Hank was going right smart faster than the rest of them was. And he said about 2 hours into the thing, he threw his notepad down on the floor and looked straight up and said, "Give them some words too." I thought it was the best one. I love
that's
that.
great.
Give them some words too.
That's great.
Ain't that crazy?
That's awesome.
Now, where are you playing next after this? After the Wimmer Festival.
I've got some dates in a couple of
something in
weeks.
Georgia, don't you?
I'm at the Farm Jam in Georgia on the 16th, and then the 29th and 30th. I'm in Newborn, Georgia, and Hoboken, Georgia, and playing the Shriners over. Well, no, I'm at Shriners in April too. So got to be at DaveAtkinsMusic.com. Check it out.
That's it. That's the best thing to do right there. I know where you're going to be tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night I'm going to be
Same place I am.
I'm going to be in Marion,
Yeah.
Virginia, doing Tim Watts'
Song of the Mountain.
Song of the Mountain show that with a flashback band. I'm looking forward to
I look forward to talking to them fellas.
seeing them boys. They're all great.
Man, I bet those guys I bet they got a million stories though, man.
Oh yeah. I just had Don Rigsby in singing on. I've got a new gospel album get ready to come out in first week of June. So I've had Don in, and Don and I play together when we kind of like me and Dave.
Mr. Grammy over here.
No, I didn't get one.
No, but you got nominated for the what time?
I
Umpteenth.
don't know.
See,
You know they disallowed that record this year.
why is that?
I don't know. It was a bad thing, man. They wrote
That duets album?
Yeah, they wrote and told me since it was on the list, you know, and they
Yeah.
said since it was not the first recordings. But Carl told me that was
Carl Jackson.
that I should have called him. He said that was
Yeah,
a raw deal.
that was.
Because
that ain't right.
yeah, because you didn't use the original recordings. It was all new recordings of the
It was?
songs.
I don't really exactly know what that meant, but
Me either. But I'm not in that.
let me tell you
deal.
something. You can believe this or leave it alone. I ain't doing it for some kind of an award.
Oh, I know you're not.
I'm doing it.
You wouldn't be doing
because
it. This
I think it's what God meant for me to do.
That's right.
And I
Well, you're
love
great
it.
at it.
I love it.
I
I
mean-
love seeing these people out here, you know?
Yeah, and there's a bunch of them in there.
They've supported me all these years. Think of that.
I know.
It's a heavy thing to me, you know, that somebody would pay any money to come see you at any
I
time.
understand.
You know, I want to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you, and I know you're going to say, no, now, Dave. But I told Rick, I think a couple months ago, you're exactly what heroes should be.
Oh,
and
yeah.
listen, listen, I mean that in the best possible way because,
Well,
you know, you're an Eastern Kentucky fella, and I'm an Eastern Kentucky fella, and I grew up just a few years behind you. And I got to watch you and Ricky and Keith, and I got to see all that stuff that you all are doing, and being, you know, Eastern Kentucky fellas. Man, I just idolized all of you. And I just wanted that so bad, and just, you know, I just followed your career, and I got to, and when I first got to meet you, you've just been so nice to me, and now the level that we are, man, you're what heroes should be. You're what people want to meet, and I mean that. I love you.
Well, I love you too. I don't hardly know what to say. Now, Ricky and Keith, that's one thing. I mean, because now them guys.
Yeah,
really-
Larry,
He don't give himself
think
enough
he
credit.
Well, I don't think he
He
understands
don't.
because he don't see what we see. You know.
Well, you know, I thank God every day that I've got to do this a long time. And one of these days it'll be over with. And it won't ever be long enough, you know.
Yeah.
And I always think, I've got big plans to do things.
Yeah.
I'm going to run out of time before I get them all done.
Well,
There's no
sure,
question
we all
about it,
are.
You know, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to be trying to do it every day.
Let me tell you something, Larry Cordle. I've met everybody just about now. After talking to you at the station, I mean, I've got 122 of these things that I've done in the past year. Okay. Now, I have never seen a guy come up on the steps out here and actually kind of did a semi-gallop to get to him and give him a hug. Because I miss Corey.
Well,
You can't help but miss him, you know? He's like hanging out with your favorite uncle.
Well, you know what? I would want my mother and daddy to be proud of
Well, sure.
who I am. They raised me to be that way.
Yeah.
You know,
And they was.
when I was a child in Eastern Kentucky, There wasn't no strangers. There was no such thing. And I miss that. I really truly
I'd
do.
say.
It's not, the world's not
It's just
that
not
way
like that
anymore.
anymore.
No.
But
Okay.
being involved in what we're all involved in with the bluegrass industry has helped a bunch, because I can honestly say that when Tony and I started this, we walked into this venture, and guys like Carl Jackson, people like that, didn't know us from Adam, but they saw that we were decent people and that we were doing it for the right reason.
Well, you know, it helps us. I mean,
So-
we need all the help we can get. I
I
mean,
don't feel bad, I do too.
because we don't have,
I got a face only a mother can love.
you know, to get any exposure as a rule costs money.
Yeah, and usually if you get the wrong exposure, it's like 5 to 10 in the county pen.
Well, no, not really. No,
Oh.
the bluegrass business, anything they say about you, good or bad, is good.
It's all right.
As long as they talking about you, it's all right.
About you, got your name spelled right.
Yeah.
Got it made.
Good Lord. I'll tell you what, y'all are about half
Thank you,
crazy,
bud.
but
Good talking to
You're
you.
good, your family too, so we appreciate
Thank
everything.
you.
Check us out on the World Wide Web now.
Yeah, now, what's your website?
Mine's just LarryCordle.com.
And Dave?
DaveAtkinsMusic.com.
And I don't have RickDollar.com yet, but I do have NetRadioDogs.com, powered by Cabela's for
There
2016,
you go.
which is good.
We say paired by.
Powered.
Which is what we'd say, paired by.
Yeah, paired by.
Okay.
Get you some Cabela's there. Fishing season. Come on, time to fish. Get you some hip boots.
Kids know what you need. Go out and
See
get
what
it.
I mean? Good new rod and reel. They've got good
I
rod and
told
reel.
you. None of
We
this-
wouldn't hit them up for a thing, would we?
None of this is scripted, by the way.
Are we
My
getting,
rod and my reel and rod both broke.
are we getting any free bait out of this?
I don't know if we get even a dozen members. I doubt it.
All right, NetRadioDogs.com, and we are at the second annual James Wimmer Bluegrass Festival. Y'all, I
I'd
can't
hate
even do
to
this
admit
now.
that.
You got that
Oh my God! I got Larry Cordle and Dave Atkins.
Good to see you.
right. Thank you, brother man.
Good to see you.